So anyway, we have an OnlyFans member who is she ready to jump in? I'd like to ask her about this as someone who works.
Yeah, let me check real quick.
And what's her name? What's the info about her?
You spoke with her, Zach. Could you?
Sniff. Sniff is her name.
Who's sniffing who?
Right. Good question.
I would call that false advertising.
Right. See, he knows something about that. It's not fraud.
That's not fraud.
Right.
So what is it?
Actually, I feel like Ja Rule and Bella Thorne would be really good business partners. Maybe they could put on a festival together.
She's in the lobby.
What's her name? Sniff. Sniff, are you there?
Yeah, hi.
Sniff, why do we call it Sniff?
Well, actually, my Instagram name is Sniff You. So it's kind of embarrassing and ridiculous, but my friends used to bully me because I love to, smell sweat, I guess.
Oh, so you have a stench. You have a stink to you.
No, I like to smell others' sweat.
Others?
Oh, you like to smell other people's sweat.
Yeah.
Is it a sexual thing, or you just like the smell?
I don't know, actually. I thought whenever my brothers, smell like sweat, I thought that it was perfume.
Oh, my God.
So I just thought it was, really good.
That's pretty gross, dude. That's pretty gross, Sniff.
I'm just being honest.
But when you're with a guy, do you like to partake in the smell, or is it just not a sexual thing?
Well, it could be.
It could
I
be.
guess.
Yeah. Yeah, fascinating. I think there's a lot of guys who probably, that's kind of cool that you don't have to worry about stinking. In fact, do you like, when you're with a guy, do you like him to not shower or too much?
Yeah.
So what's a good amount of time to not shower for your
Well,
boyfriend?
that depends on the guy, but I like the smell, so.
And so, are we talking maybe not every day shower, maybe once a week?
Well, I like them to be clean. I just like the smell, so it's kind of like a difficult situation.
So maybe they would shower, but just not wash the armpits at all, ever.
Yes.
Wow, interesting. Would you like me to try that, Hila? Man. Sniff you, interesting. You ever smell people out in public when you're maybe, because I'm thinking
on the train.
Yeah, on the train or whatever, when you're in close proximity, you can catch a whiff of BO. Most people would be like, oh man, that's crazy, but maybe you lean in a little closer and see what's up.
It's like how you feel when you smell glue, kind of. How some people feel when they smell glue. It's like, oh my God, that's great.
Wow.
That's awesome. I think that's really cool.
That, up till now, that's been a secret, so.
And do you like your own smell?
No, actually, I never smelled my own sweat until 2 weeks ago, maybe, and it was horrible.
Aw. Yeah, that's interesting because usually we like our own smells and not the other way around. So, a fascinating case study, Sniff.
Do you have any opinion about feet?
I personally, I don't like feet necessarily, but I can totally see why people would like feet. I have a lot of people asking me for feet pictures and everything.
Of course, absolutely. Now, let me ask you this. Is it particularly the armpit smell you like, or because sometimes the pubic area can get super wild? Do you like that smell as well?
It's a difficult situation because I like it, but sometimes it can be smell like death.
Oh my goodness, that does sound that certainly does sound tough. Do you ever just put your nose in someone's armpit or pubes and just right in there and just breathe deep?
Yes.
That's awesome.
I do.
That's awesome. And do different people have better smells, or is it all good?
I actually have smelled very few people. I used to do cheerleading and I would smell a lot of stuff then. But girl sweat is a little bit different, I think, than guys.
Would you ever sneak smells of like dirty underwear and stuff?
No.
Just
No,
curious. What about like a
never.
shirt? Would you ever sneak like you find a shirt on the ground and you go and sniff it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yes.
get that.
God, I love her.
Yeah, Vin Diesel's a fan.
And you're not from the U.S., right? Where are you from?
No, I'm from Norway.
Oh, cool.
That's awesome, dude. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Are you in a committed relationship or have you ever been?
Yes, I've been in a few, but I'm not very experienced in like the relationship area.
Can I ask you in a particular situation, let's say you're dating a guy, would
Yeah.
it be, let's say, would it be considered an act of cheating to go sniff another person's, discarded clothing, for example?
I'm not sure about that. Actually, I don't think it would be cheating,
But
but,
I mean-
maybe like a little sus.
Yeah, it would be. I would feel maybe a little insecure if I was like, "Damn, she's out there sniffing other dudes' armpits and shit," and
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like, it might make me feel a little insecure. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't say that I would do it, but maybe if I like went by a guy's wardrobe or something,
Yeah,
I would do it secretly.
yeah. I have a feeling that this is a passion of yours that probably. You think you'll be sniffing armpits till the day you die, or maybe like once you hit menopause, you'll get over the smelling.
I have done it since I was little. I think it's something that's like integrated into me, so I'll probably be doing it forever.
That's awesome. Well, let me ask you. Let's move on to the OnlyFans controversy. Do you have any thoughts on the Bella Thorne issue?
Yeah, I really honestly think it sucks that that even happened. And I definitely think that the fact that she did that, she should be held accountable because it's not okay to false advertise. You should be clear on what you're selling and what you're doing and not lie.
Did we?
Sounds like she was unclear from what AB said.
Yeah, I was trying to find out. Did she really say there was nudes, or because we're kind of confused on this?
On Twitter, it just seemed like she just announced it.
Oh, she just tweeted that there's no nudes.
But like on the actual announcement of, I guess, the OnlyFans, she wasn't clear.
Correct.
Well, I think it's fair to assume that there will be nudes on OnlyFans, right? I mean.
Well, I guess I would assume that, but
I
don't
always
know.
thought that too, but evidently not.
Gotta plug my
Some of
laptop.
it's just risque stuff.
So, what do you do on OnlyFans? To what extent do you go?
Well, I don't do completely nude content, and I can see why it would seem like that because of the website and like the whole expectation of things. But I actually have very few people who subscribe to me that are like disappointed that there aren't nudes, because often people subscribe for like custom content, or I do like a lot of, I don't know how to say it, but I hate guru or whatever. The anime hentai face.
Do you watch hentai when you get off?
I used to, but now I'm in like I don't watch anything at all.
Oh, you gave it up. Because I've actually been interested to talk to somebody who likes hentai because, like, as much as I like hentai, I've heard people say of hentai, they know that there's no victim in that. So I think that's a really good. I think that's good, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't do anything for me, the hentai. So I guess
You just wonder what they like about it.
Yeah, I guess it's good. I mean, do you like hentai better than normal porn?
When I used to watch porn, I stopped because it really depressed me. But when I used to do it, I would watch hentai because of the fact that like it's so brutal, kind of, and you can watch girls like get tons of tentacles and stuff. You can like monsters and everything, stuff you can't watch in normal porn. So that's why I watched it at least.
Oh, so you liked how brutal the hentai was.
Yeah.
So, oh, that's fascinating. So tell me
you
about.
wouldn't want to see like a brutal actual porn. So that's why, like.
Well, sometimes they role play really hardcore stuff, but maybe it's depressing because it's a real person, right? That's what you're saying?
No, like I would watch it as long as it's consensual, but the thing is that it doesn't, like the normal porn, they don't do all the stuff that you can animate.
Oh, it's
So
not.
it doesn't like, yeah, they don't do all the tentacles and monsters and everything that I was into.
Oh, that's so interesting. So what is it about the tentacles and monsters that you like? I've always been curious about that.
I'm not sure. I think it's just the fact that the other person is like helpless, I guess. And it's a lot more like, yeah, brutal, intense, and everything.
So you like to see it on maybe the rougher, more brutal side, and the tentacles deliver that promise where the people sometimes fail.
Yeah, because the tentacles, you know, they're slimy. They can be big or small, and they can go everywhere. And some tentacles like stuck in
How are you ever gonna? How can you ever be pleased by a man when you're competing with tentacles?
Well, I when I used to watch it, I hadn't had actual sex yet.
Oh, you're virgin.
No, not anymore. But when I used to,
Oh.
and now I realize that I don't really watch it anymore. So it's fine just having normal sex. Like I don't need it in any way.
I find it absolutely fascinating that before you ever had sex, it was the tentacle porn. Do you ever fantasize about what tentacles smell like?
No, I don't.
Just curious. You never know what it's.
Yeah, no, you never know. I like all kinds of smells. So.
You like all kinds of what?
Smells.
Oh, smells, yeah. For sure. What about the smell of semen? I've always found that really disgusting, but maybe you like it.
I don't, like, I never get to smell it before it's gone.
Right. Would you maybe like your partner to set it aside for a little bit so you could smell it?
I actually asked my partner once if I could collect his semen in a cup.
Right.
And put it in resin so that I had like a cup of semen in resin, like on display.
You wanted to put it in what?
On a display.
Resin. It's like you can make
like what Belle did with the USB of nudes for us.
Oh, you wanted to preserve his semen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting.
For future generations.
Was it like an art project or I gotta tell you, dude. I mean, that's really cool. Well, I think that I think it's a shame that Belle came in, and if she really lied about the nudes, then it sucks because as I understand it, she's limited the amount of money you guys can make now in terms of tips and tier levels. Is that right?
Yeah. Well, on OnlyFans there aren't really tiers per se. But you can like tip and then you can get into like a special thing, I guess. But yeah, it really sucks that like she's ruining it. She's like trying to empower the sex workers, but she's like ruining it for the sex workers, and it sucks. But OnlyFans has had a lot of controversy, like in general recently.
Really? About what?
Well, apparently, I haven't really updated in a few days, but apparently they have like, they're getting sued because they're not paying taxes.
Oh, what the
I don't
hell?
know. Yeah, I don't know if that's like how true that is, but that's what I read everywhere, and they're like apparently deleting content creators, but don't quote me on that. But I've been thinking of like moving over to Patreon or something.
OnlyFans steeped in controversy. Well, I hope
OnlyFans faces allegations of fraud and theft.
Oh my God!
This is from
that's
August 13th.
Come on, man, get it together. Well, I hope that whatever happens.
So much money involved now in OnlyFans. I mean, they gotta get it together.
I mean, I'm sure you're paying taxes, right, Sniff? Why can't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually had to make a whole business just to pay taxes in Norway.
Yeah. Well, Sniff, I've really enjoyed talking to you and learning about you. Thank you for sharing with us. What is your OnlyFans? I'm sure there's a lot of people with a box of tissue and moisturizer that wouldn't mind going over your page. What is your page?
Well, my Instagram is just Sniff You.
Sniff You.
Yeah, Sniff You, just straight up. And
There
then my
you go.
OnlyFans is in the link there, so everything is linked. And my OnlyFans is just Sniff You too.
Well, keep on sniffing. I think it sounds fantastic. And tell me, Sniff, what was? Can I ask you something? What was like the riskiest sniff you ever took?
Probably when I was cheerleading, like just like sniffing people when I caught them like in my arms or whatever. They probably heard me because they were right there. So that's
Whoa! So you would just put your nose
like
right
loud, like
and go like a real deep smell. Although people, I mean, people are probably.
The dude or for because he
Oh, he
laughs.
laughs. Yeah, I don't sniff his armpit though.
No.
Although I probably imagine the reaction is a lot less severe if it was just a dude that looked like me, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, probably. Well, does anyone ever get mad at you if they catch you sniffing them?
That hasn't happened, but
That's never
I've had,
happened.
like,
Wow, that's
I've had boyfriends like think that it's weird.
Let me ask you this, Sniff. How do you wipe?
I wipe front to back, and then when I'm done, when there's nothing left, I shower with soap.
Oh, you shower every time you poop?
No, but I make sure to shower every day, like at the end and wash well.
So you're just a regular wiper.
Yeah, no surprises. Do you look?
Yes.
Do you look
You
after?
don't twerk or anything.
Twerk.
Like
You don't. You don't finger yourself. Sniff. Do you look at the wipes every time, or is it just?
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
Every time.
Every time.
Same.
I used to use a lot of baby wipes, but after you guys told me about everything, I stopped.
You should get a. You should. I really recommend you can get a bidet connector that aren't expensive. I mean, Tushy has one that's like $65. It's really good, so I recommend that. But anyway, Sniff, it's been a joy and a pleasure. I've learned a lot, and I'm absolutely fascinated. So thank you for
was
sharing.
really interesting.
Yeah.
But Ethan, 1 second.
Yes.
I just want to say something really quick to like the people who are watching, because you were talking about your body and body issues earlier. And I just wanted to say that all the chubby guys out there, like, it's okay. I feel like there aren't enough focus on body positivity for men. And I just want to say there are girls out there who will love you and you are beautiful as you are. Or guys, if you're into guys. I just wanted to say that.
Are you a chubby chaser?
Well, I like a little extra schmeat. I do.
Really? So
The
she likes schmeat. I think that's what she said. So are you attracted more to like a guy of my size than a skinny dude?
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, I'm not very attracted to like a skinny dude.
Not
either.
skinny, but like yeah.
But I can understand why Eli like is
Well, we have a
concerned about
son,
health and stuff.
Yeah. But that's interesting. Dude, everyone in the chat is like, dude, this girl is perfect. She likes me to stink. She likes a fat dude. I mean, hello. So do you like a dude? Generally, dudes who are hairy probably smell more. Is that, you look for a hairy guy?
Yeah.
Damn, look at this. Are you currently looking for, love?
I'm not really. I'm very focused on the business and university, but I'm open for boyfriend applications.
Are you interested in possibly being on the next season of The Bachelor?
Oh yes, that'd be awesome.
Now that would be interesting.
It does always end in a disastrous way, though. So.
Well, but so far it's been all love.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's a roller coaster.
All right. Thank you, Sniff. Take care. All right.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for
I love you
calling.
guys.
Bye. Wow, dude, these calls are great.
So are you guys hearing sound bites through the call? Because we aren't.
We are, I think, but part of the problem is Zach, because we're doing the calls through Discord, he's not hearing it on Zoom.
Got it.
So he's not able to like live react to it. I'll try and figure out. Maybe there's a way we can figure that out for the next episode, so that he can listen in on the call.
Yeah, AB says he can't. But I gotta say, so what we've been doing is pre-vetting people on Discord, and it's working great because the calls today have been fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah, this was amazing.
I loved listening. I love how open
really
she
fun
is.
actually talking to people, just random listeners.
Dude, she sniffs people on the train deeply. But that's kind of like pretty girl privilege, right? She can go up to people and go, if I did that, I would be in jail already.
That's true.
And she says no one's ever got mad at her.
Yeah.
I'd probably just be more confused.
That's true. I would be very
Well,
confused.
the thing is, she's really like a small, sweet, petite girl, so she's not very threatening.
Yeah.